Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 23rd. We are just going to jump right in here. You have this Chaos and Conflict card and this Poise card. This is my favorite card in this deck, one of, I should say, because it kind of says that you are, being lifted up on a pedestal like she is, and it's a card of being ready for success. A lot of the signs have been getting something about chaos and conflict. It would not surprise me if, there was some craziness in the world this week. Again, this is just going to continue for, the next 10 years, as I always talk about. And, your job is to bring more positivity into the world, whatever that means for you. So, anything you can do to do that would be a good idea. But, I kind of feel that no matter what is going on, you are heading towards success, or there is some sort of success coming in for you. Again, a lot of people have been getting cards of movement as well, which is interesting. You have two cards here that both represent like moving or movement in some way. You have the world as well. So, some of you could be traveling. Or traveling could be, very helpful for you if you are traveling. So that's interesting. But let's see here. You start off in your first row with the Nine of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Empress. So you actually start off in a very good position. The Empress says that you could be thinking a lot about abundance, or you could be very focused on creating more abundance in your life in some way. And even going this way, you go to the World and the Seven of Pentacles, which is amazing for kind of like increasing your finances or finding new ways of increasing your finances, especially with that Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles, can represent a change in direction. And so if you are, with all these moving cards, maybe you're not moving, but you could be changing direction, like changing your business or, something else in your life. And it looks like that's going to be very successful for you. You have this Chaos and Conflict card again and the Poise card. Again, this Poise card really says you're being lifted up or something. What I would say, just based off of everything here so far, without even clarifying, is that some sort of action is going to be the thing that lifts you up, like a change in direction. You have this Grasshopper Spirit, which is a very lucky card, and it's a card of taking a leap of faith. And, so again, if you're taking some sort of leap of faith, which we also see with the Three of Wands, most people say the Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith, which it is, but the Three of Wands I also look at as taking a leap of faith. So, that risk is going to be the thing that makes you successful. You have the Nine of Wands, Four of Wands, and the Empress. The Nine of Wands says, do not give up on anything that you're doing at this time. So I would keep pushing. He is the Wounded Warrior, but, he is also the card of perseverance. And that's all I'm getting here. I'm not getting, I'm not really getting anything else on the Nine of Wands for you. You have the Four of Wands. Some of you could be thinking about a commitment or, wanting a commitment. You have the Lovers, the Two of Cups. The readings have been strangely love-focused all of a sudden. I literally said at the beginning of the year that I felt like at the end of the year, there would be more stuff for people about love. And that's exactly what happened. So, it kind of makes sense to me. I kind of feel that it could be due to, I don't know, I think it could be due to a lot of things. I think that we are experiencing major astrological shifts, and so, that could be changing things. And, so I just think there are a lot of changes around love. But I also feel there are a lot of changes around love as an idea. It's like, I think it's much deeper than just love is changing. I think there's more to it. So I really don't know what I'm talking about in regards to it. I just feel it. So there you go. I also feel that if you're doing something new, Four of Wands can represent completing one thing, crossing through a threshold. You can see right here, there's this threshold, people celebrating on the other side. So it can represent, kind of completing something, project, business, an idea, and then moving on to the next one. And we see a lot of that type of energy here in this reading. You have the Empress. Again, if you are making a change in work or business, I feel like there's a lot of attraction, or, a lot of abundance coming in for you. The reason I said there's a lot of attraction is because this right here, you have the Page of Swords to the Empress, which says that someone probably has their eye on you, finds you attractive. So, and again, even if we go like this, we go up to the Two of Cups here from this, we go over to the Lovers here. So this to me tells me that you're either waiting, with a Hangman, or, someone hasn't made their move yet in this situation. Could be you, could be them, take it how it resonates. So it's like someone hasn't made their move, and this could also say that there is a waiting period. Again, Hangman and the Three of Wands kind of stands out to me. There could be like a long distance thing showing up here. With the Nine of Wands, you have the King of Wands here. Excuse me. King of Wands is, a visionary, and, especially when I have him in a reading where we go to the world, for example, that to me says that you are in, especially all of this, really going to Lovers, to the Three of Wands, just in any area of your life. This does not have to be love. This could be any area of your life. This combination, King of Wands to the world, is kind of like about having some visionary ideas about your life, and whatever these ideas are, they could be lifting you up. You have that poise card, so embrace your new ideas. With the Four of Wands, you have the Four of Wands. You could be attracting a fire sign. What's weird is I'm pretty sure for like the past year with me, or maybe the past 2 years, you've been getting a fire sign showing up in your readings kind of like off and on. So, there could be, you could be attracting a fire sign. With the Empress, you have the Chariot, definitely a victory. I'm telling you right now, if you're moving or making a move, I don't care which it is going to lead to a victory. You have that Poise card, you have this Ocean card, the Ship card, the World, Three of Wands, list goes on and on. So, whatever big move you're about to make, if you're hesitating or wondering, should I do this? Like, should I go get this new job? Should I start this business? Should I get into this relationship? The answer is yes. Big yes. So, big moves, big yes, right? Plain and simple. I actually didn't want to do that, but you have this Ocean card, and it says Distance Journey. You have this Ship card. It says Directions Journey on it. So, 2 cards of going on, a journey. And I feel that you are, and you have the World in the same row. So I feel that a lot of you are going on a journey. The reason I feel that you're going on a journey is very clear to me in this reading. You have the Nine of Swords, which came out with the Queen of Cups. It's like something no longer matches up with your heart. I think that we are entering into a heart-based time. I say it all the time. And so if you're doing things that do not align with your heart, then you're going to have a hard time. Especially if you're, it's like, I think it's like much, much harder over the next, 20 years really, to do something that you absolutely hate. There are always going to be things that we have to do, right? That's just part of life. But, I think that if you have a job, for example, that you absolutely hate, it's like maybe, over the last 20 years, it's like you hate it, but you could do it. It's like, I think that there are going to be like physical reactions to things that people are going to be having over the next 20 years where like, if they really don't want to do something, they're not going to be able to. So, what I would say here is that anything you can do to follow your heart or listen to your inner voice is going to be really good here. You have the World. And of course, the World can represent accomplishments. So I do feel like there are big accomplishments, or there will be big accomplishments coming in for you here with the World card. I feel like there's a lot of success here as well with the World card. So if you're trying to like grow something or do something in your life, this looks really, really good to me, especially if you're trying to accomplish something new. The World can also represent the end. We go in the major arcana from the Fool to the World, and then we start all over again. So, again, it looks to me like you're on a new journey. You have this Page of Swords here. Again, I do feel like someone has their eye on you, or vice versa. You could have your eye on a person here. Definitely could be a fire sign. It could be any sign. Could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo. With the World card, could be any sign. Like I said, I don't care. And the Page of Swords says someone has their eye on someone in this situation. I'm not sure if it's you or them. So take it how it resonates. But it's like you go to the Hangman, to the Two of Cups. It's like something is getting in the way. I would say that it's knowledge is what is getting in the way of this connection. As in, so I feel like whoever's spying on who here, it's like someone wants to know that the other person is interested, but I feel like whoever this is, like, has not made the interest known, if that makes sense. So, I feel like there needs to be more, I wouldn't say more of a commitment. I feel like it's more like, hey, I like you, type of thing here with the Two of Cups in the Hangman. It's like that hasn't been crossed yet is kind of what I'm getting. So, let's see where this is going. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Five of Cups, feeling like you're never going to be satisfied. Again, I feel like dissatisfaction is pushing you to take risks, to do more in life. You want to get technical here. If you go here, if we started our diagonal here, going this way, excuse me, Three of Wands is showing up in the area of the good stuff. But the Three of Wands to me can represent waiting for a perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment to do something. So it's like you could be waiting for the perfect moment to do something when there never will be a perfect moment. So, I would get moving. With the World, you have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands, of course, is a card of success and a victory. We see a lot of big wins here and 2 cards of victory right here. It's interesting as well. I've noticed in readings in general that a lot of people have been getting a lot of these cards of having a victory. So, it kind of seems like it's actually a time where we can win. But again, I think that the way to win right now is, number one, you have to be bold and assertive right here with the King of Wands. And number 2, you have to do something different. I feel like this is true for all signs, not just you, Virgo, but pretty much everyone. So we have to take like bigger risks. We have to do more than we've ever done in the past. But if you do these things, you will be successful. With the Page of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is kind of like a never-ending nightmare. I do feel like someone is overthinking this right here, whether it's you or them, right? I kind of feel this could be a person that's interested in you that you don't know they're interested, but maybe they've had like a lot of issues in their past and they're just worried about repeating a mistake. That's kind of what I'm getting here on that Nine of Swords. For others, I feel that this is, again, this is a really good reading, but what I would say is like the one kind of fly in the ointment here is the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups is, thinking that you're just going to be disappointed again. And I'm not even talking about just love. I'm talking about like thinking that if you make a change in business, that's just going to lead to another disappointment. It could be any area of your life. But again, I kind of feel that your solution really isn't a good one. Well, it is, but it isn't, because you have this grasshopper spirit that says, take a leap of faith, and you have this whale spirit that says, trust in the great mystery. So the mystery of life in general. And, I feel like the solution is to just take a leap. It just says you have to rip the Band-Aid off. You have to take a leap of faith again and try something again. That's like the only way you're going to find out whether something is going to be successful for you or not. So, again, not really good answer, because it's just basically saying you have to rip the Band-Aid off and do this right here, which is change direction. You have the Seven of Pentacles. So I kind of feel that the Seven of Pentacles is what you're doing, making, just some sort of big change. Like we already talked about, on the, I think we were talking about this with the Chariot and the Empress. And the Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. He's looking at what he has grown, and he's saying, like, is it worth it? Or, is there a better way to do things? Or is there something better that I could be growing in my life? And he wants to make a change. So I feel for a lot of you that this could represent you needing to make a change to make your life better, basically. You have the Hangman here. Hangman is a card of like delays and waiting. He's hanging from the tree of knowledge and wisdom here, and his head is glowing. So it's a card of like trying to, he's trying to gain enlightenment. He's trying to figure out what to do with his life, and he's not exactly sure. So I feel for a lot of you that this is actually saying you do know what to do. Again, his head is glowing. He knows what to do. He just has to go and do it. And that's kind of like what I feel for you is like you do actually know what you need to do right now. But I think that maybe part of the challenge is that you actually just have to go and do it, that you just have to get moving. You have the Lovers here. The Lovers could, of course, represent love entering into your life. We see really good stuff for love in this reading. So if you want love, I feel there could be a very solid connection coming in for you here. I also feel that the Lovers, of course, can represent a new path. Traditionally it was a card of being at a crossroads. And again, this reading is very simple as far as I'm concerned. The whole entire thing basically says that you're about to pick a new path, or if you haven't already, I feel like some of you already are kind of like upgrading some things, or, working in new directions in work or business as well. And that's where the success is going to come from. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is another card of a victory. You have 3 cards of victory going this way. The Chariot, Six of Wands, and the Ace of Swords all can represent a big victory coming into your life. So, I feel like a lot of you could be experiencing some big wins. And I literally said the Seven of Pentacles that is how you are going to have your victory. A change in direction. So whatever you're thinking about doing, I would do it. With the Hangman, you have the Page of Cups. Again, admirer. Yes, definitely. I like this, that we go from the Page of Swords to the Page of Cups, because it tells me that someone is not going to wait forever. Someone will make their intentions known, which obviously is what we want. You obviously need to know that someone is interested in you. So, I kind of feel like that's the direction you're going in here, is that someone is going to make their intentions known. With the Lovers, you have the Death card. Death can represent a major change, so I feel like there could be a big change. Some of you clearly are dealing with the Scorpio. It could be a water sign in general here. You have all three water signs. You have Chariot, Cancer, Hangman, Pisces, and the Death card, Scorpio. So for some of you, it could be a water sign. For others, I just feel this is saying it's the death of the old way and the rebirth of the new way of your life. In the area of the good stuff, you have this recognition card. It says you will get the recognition and the rewards you deserve. And boom, Empress, Chariot, Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, all cards of recognition. You have this card that says, with great awareness, you will find the answers you're looking for. Yeah, I feel like you are becoming aware of like a new direction that you need to move in your life. You have the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Again, this is the area of the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. Two of Cups can represent a perfect match entering into your life. So if you are looking for love, I feel that there could be a perfect match coming in for you here. Someone where you really align on a soul level. Again, it's interesting. Everyone has had the Two of Cups this week, and again, Two of Cups can represent someone who's different than your usual type, so it could be someone who's different than what you would normally go for. You have the Five of Cups, and again, I do feel, it's showing up in the good stuff, so I feel like you will get over this fear, but again, I do feel there is a fear of disappointment, plain and simple. We said this on the Five of Cups. Again, very, just energetically, I would call this a very straightforward reading. It's like, there's no reason for me to babble on and on and on about, all sorts of stuff here. So I would just say that, very straightforward. I think that you are maybe fearing some disappointment, but it's like you're projecting the future. So I would say, let go of your fears. You have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card of expansion and growth. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be focusing on expansion and growth at this time. I also feel that this is saying that, what are you waiting for? Three of Wands is my card that says you're waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. It is coming up in the good stuff. So again, I do feel like that it's more suggesting that you're taking action on something that you've been dreaming of. You are not just sitting around and waiting, which is, again, good. With the Two of Cups, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of committing to something. Personally, I like the Seven of Wands kind of for love, because it says when you know that something is for you, that's when it happens. So, and it's showing up in the good stuff. So I kind of feel this could just be a commitment, plain and simple. With the Five of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles. Definitely a new person coming in for you here. It's kind of funny as well. I'm wondering if someone is coming in with multiple approaches here. You have the Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. The way that I'm seeing it in my head is that you could be being approached by a person. Maybe they're sliding into your DMs or whatever. It's like they try one way and maybe that doesn't work with you and they try something else. I don't think this person's annoying, but I do feel that it's like they're not going to just give up after one try. So, and this could be you as well. Maybe you have been trying to flirt with a person. Maybe they aren't getting it, right? And so maybe you're trying a different approach. For whatever reason, it's popping into my head that will work. So, there you go. With the Three of Wands, you have the Magician. I literally feel you're creating your own world in front of you. It's as you develop or whatever, it's you are literally creating life in front of you here. I don't know, very powerful. I think you are a very powerful manifester at this time as well. So there you go. Pretty simple. We are going to pull 5 themes now. You have this carriage that says a journey. Are you kidding me? It says a journey, either physical or mental. Clearly, you are going on a journey. You have 19 cards of going on a journey here. You have this hills card. It says obstacles to overcome. They're hills, not mountains. So, don't make small issues big issues, right? I feel like this is saying, just keep pushing forward and don't give up with that Nine of Wands. Again, there is a need to, you have both cards. Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance. The Seven of Wands is a card of persistence. To me, they're kind of very similar energies. They basically both say, if you keep pushing forward, you will find success. You have this teardrops card that says great personal sorrow. I do see like here a little, like again, the Five of Cups is getting in the way of this reading is really what it's saying, and the Nine of Swords probably. The two worst cards that you have here. And I feel like they're saying if you keep telling yourself that old story about whatever happened in the past, that's going to get in the way of your major victory here. Again, you have 3 cards of victory in a row. I don't think I've ever seen this. Chariot, 6 of Wands, Ace of Swords all connected in the reading, meaning that they're in, a diagonal, a row, or a column. So, what I would say here is this is like a big win, but I feel like you need to, kind of let go of past disappointments. And again, not just in love. We're not just talking about love here. We're talking about everything. I give this crack cup. I'm pretty sure I said dissatisfaction. This card says dissatisfaction with life. And so I'm pretty sure I said that with the Five of Cups, the first one. And it seems to me like there's some dissatisfaction or something that you are healing. You have this bread card that says period of prosperity and abundance. Yes, I do feel that there is a lot of abundance coming in for you, or just a lot of success in general. So, I really like this for you, Virgo. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming up. Plain and simple. Very simple reading. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.